Hello and welcome to Podband Cooking Show.
the pipe band cooking show.
Yeah, the premier
Pipe band cooking show.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the one.
There we go. Hey everyone, we're gonna actually be in the kitchen this episode cooking some food.
Yeah, cooking some tea snacks.
Yeah, because Highland Games, afternoon tea, same thing.
Yeah, I'm missing my Highland Games food.
Yeah. And so we're gonna try to cook up what we can, even though like this first recipe is it's in British, and I'm not sure that I know how to read that, but
We're gonna find out what's on the menu for today.
We're gonna make two things today. One of them is Empire biscuits, which are apparently a delicious jam-filled sandwich cookie that they eat in Scotland and other places in the Empire.
In the Empire, I'm excited for those because I have not heard of it before.
Do they still call it the Empire? I don't know.
When I looked it up on Wikipedia, it said Commonwealth countries.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Commonwealth countries. We've been
Commonwealth
corrected.
Country biscuits.
Commonwealth country biscuits. Old country buffet biscuits. Also, for our American audiences out there, they're not actual biscuits; they're cookies.
Yes.
We'll translate this as we go in case you don't speak British. We've done a lot of research for this episode.
Yeah. And then what else we got?
And then we got scones.
Yes.
Yeah, which are more like biscuits, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're biscuit-esque.
Yeah. And you put jams and butter and clotted cream.
Made some of that too. You put
Yeah.
that on.
Adele made
biscuits.
some delicious clotted cream, which,
Yes.
by the way, takes 5 ever unless you have an Instant Pot, which...
It still takes 5 ever, but it's way easier. And I still managed to mess it up somehow, so...
But it's
still
okay,
good.
because we're eating it. You're not eating it.
Exactly. We're going to tell you it's delicious, even if it's not.
Yeah. Tasty. Okay, so let's get started on the Empire biscuits. You can follow along at home if you'd like.
Cook with us.
Yeah. And then we'll all have a toast with our afternoon tea, and we'll, toast to better times.
Yes.
It'll be
Times
nice.
when we could go outside.
Yeah, and do things.
Yes.
All right. First thing we need for so we're gonna pre-measure these ingredients so you don't have to like sit here listening to us like hitting pots and pans together. But I just want to say that one of the things in British that people do is they measure in grams, and like we don't usually do that in the U.S. So we got this thing called a kitchen scale, so we can measure in grams. Yeah, that's not a household item here. I don't know. We have one. You guys have
Yeah,
one.
we have one too.
Maybe everyone has one. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to measure some flour here because it says 200 or 325 grams of flour, and I don't know.
I prefer doing baking with a kitchen scale because like I get a cup of flour and do I pack it in? Do I leave a little extra on the top? Like I don't know how much a cup is.
Right, that's true.
It's a ballpark
Because it's
This-
volume. Yeah,
this
but
is 325 grams.
So we're going to grab our flour and we're going to measure this for you. Stay tuned. Okay, that's the flour. There it is. So you got a scale and you measure it, and that's what you do.
Yeah. So now what's next?
Very soft salted butter, 225 grams of it. Butter is like, because they come in little sticks here, and like you have to take it out of the package and measure it. It's inconvenient, but that's okay. We got this. Another thing that people in British land do that Americans don't do is they measure in Celsius for their ovens. We don't do that in America.
When we made the scones, I think it was the scones, it was in Celsius, and Alex did that in Fahrenheit. So it was like 100 degrees for like 30 minutes, and it didn't do anything.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's 180 C, which is not the same thing as
No.
F. But that's okay because we have technology. Alexa, what is 180 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
180 degrees Celsius is 356 degrees Fahrenheit.
256.
Look at that.
That's
Brilliant.
an
That's a nice
normal number.
round number. Okay. 56. Okay. It's preheating.
Now we're gonna measure the sugar.
Yeah, sugar. I have been informed that this is not a British term. Castor sugar,
It's in between of powdered sugar and regular sugar.
I guess. I mean, I've never heard of it, so it's British.
If you haven't heard of it, it's British.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, castor sugar. It's 125 grams of castor sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. We've been informed that maybe we should be sifting this sugar. I mean,
We don't need to sift it. It's fine. It's fine.
it does. It doesn't say that in the recipe. I'm following the recipe.
You sift when you don't want big clumps, but this is a cookie. You don't get big clumps in a cookie.
What if I want big clumps?
Then keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, what if I want? I don't know. I mean, maybe. Oh,
Oh, it went out. More.
apparently the air in here is very heavy, and the scale is measuring
Oh,
the
see,
air.
why is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. This is what people deal with in Britain on a daily basis.
Always with their food scales.
Always, their food scales always doing weird things.
I'm going to put the butter with the sugar. What's next? We have creamed our butter and sugar together.
Great question.
So, pause the video, cream your butter and sugars, and then play the video.
Is it light and fluffy?
Sure.
Sure. We need to add 1 beaten egg. Also, medium egg. I don't know. It's America. We have large eggs here. If you got medium eggs, use medium egg. If not,
Large egg.
large egg. America. So the recipe says to beat the egg in like a separate bowl and then pour it in. Do we have to do? I guess we're following the recipe. I guess that's what we do. I feel like that's unnecessary.
We're doing it exact.
I guess our producer keeps trying to keep us like on the recipe, whatever. Like, okay,
Prefer to wing it, you know?
yeah. Like, does it matter? I prefer to not do. Once again, typical American.
Not following the rules.
Yeah, and only do as much work as you need to.
Yeah.
So
Classic half-assing Americans, am I right?
yeah, hashtag America.
Yeah. So while you're beating the egg before we put it in, I'll let Alex drone on about what he just said.
Well, look, you would do that because if you're putting it straight into the mixture, there's like multiple parts to an egg. There's the egg white, which has like 2 different parts of it. And then there's the egg yolk. So if you beat it before you put it into the mixture, then it all becomes kind of one homogeneous mixture instead of those 3, separate parts. But you can just put it into the mixture if you want. It's not really going to make much of a difference other than maybe some parts will be more yolky than other parts of the mixture. So that's why you would beat it before you put it into the mixture. But whatever, you can do whatever you want. It's fine.
So now we have 1 homogenized egg mixture. Homogenized, like, I guess Alex wants the U.S. to be. I mean, I
Homogenized or communist?
I mean, really. We're American here, but it's okay. We're following the recipe. Yes, we'll just call them commie cookies. Whatever, it's fine.
Commie cookies.
Empire cookies, commie cookies, same thing.
What did you say they're called now? Land of the
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth cookie. Yeah.
Commonwealth cookies,
communist
cookies, same thing. All right, we're gonna dump these eggs. This singular egg. I have a bowl with 1 egg in it here. It's a single egg, and I had to use an entire bowl for 1 egg, and now I have to wash this bowl. But it's okay. It's fine.
But it's homogenized.
It's homogenized, like we all should be. I guess. All right, now it is beaten. We have beaten it,
Beaten the egg.
just like you beat people in pipe band contests.
We have beat this egg.
Yeah. Tying that back.
Yeah.
All right. Gradually mix in the flour until you have a soft, pliable dough. Soft and pliable. Soft, pliable. Exactly opposite of
Bagpipes.
bagpipes.
Hard to play.
and loud.
Yes.
So let's mix in that flour.
Woo.
This is clearly a difference in British versus American. You say plain flour, like in America, we have like all-purpose flour, we have cake flour,
We have enriched, we have unenriched, we have bleached, we have
almond flour, we have like any number of crazy like healthy like paleo flours. What do you mean plain? I mean, I know what they mean, plain flour. I'm just saying.
all-purpose plain flour.
The land of choices.
Yes.
You can do whatever you want with your cookies. We're not responsible if you choose a weird flour that
No communist flour to go with your communist homogenized cookies.
you choose a weird flour. I mean, that's your choice. Yeah. That's okay. You make that choice. It's America. Okay, so now that we have a soft, pliable, anti-bagpipe dough, we're going to turn the dough out onto a lightly floured work surface and bring it together and then roll it out. Cut out some rounds.
Cool.
Let's do this. Okie dokie. Dokie. So yeah, we got them on the tray. We're going to put them in the oven. And it says 12 to 15 minutes or until lightly golden around the edges. But these look a lot like sugar cookies. And I've like burned a ton of these before. So let's just be sure that they don't burn. Let's
Check on them at like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case. Okay, let's go.
Woo.
All right. The cookies are done.
They're cooling.
They're cooling.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's step one of that process. And while we're waiting for them to cool, we're going to start on the scones.
Yes.
I always say it like that. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it. Scones. The scones.
So we got everything ready. What we've got? We've got baking powder, salt, and cream of tartar. We've got flour. That one's sugar. Oh, should we say how much of each we have?
I don't know. Do we? I guess we should. If people are following along.
For those, oh yeah, okay.
Okay, here you go. Here's
Okay.
the...
Since I know you're at home following along, we have got 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salts, 1 pinch of cream of tartar, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 large eggs beaten, homogenized, 3/4 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of cream, and a 1/2 cup of unsalted butter.
And we have just preheated the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Luckily, this recipe is in American, so we don't have a language
Don't worry.
barrier. Yeah. Also, we've been informed that it's a good thing we have an expert here. We've been informed that grams in baking is just a baking thing. It's not a British thing. I mean, you decide. Tell us what you think. Is that fake news? We don't know. Yeah, so let's get going. We gotta sift the dry ingredients together in a large bowl.
I absolutely hate sifting, so it'll be a fun time.
Me too. So we got a sifter here,
We do have a sifter.
and we're gonna sift these things. Dump them in. She says she doesn't like sifting, and then she just goes for it.
Well, I mean, I'm not sifting yet. It's just going in.
Oh, you're just dumping it in. Look at that. Anarchy. Just, it's all in just one big sifter thing.
And then
Yeah.
would you like to sift? Should I sift?
I will sift. This is
Okay.
how you sift, right?
Perfect.
Give it the good old shake. I probably don't need to be that aggressive with it. Hold on. Okay, so sifted. We made a mess, but you know, that's fine.
Happens.
Whatever.
Mm.
Yeah. Now we're going to add the butter, which it says should be cold butter.
It is cold butter.
Yeah, there's probably a reason for that. I don't know what it is.
Science.
Maybe. Nope, our expert doesn't know. Okay.
Wow, I thought he was an expert.
I guess not.
I know it's supposed to be melted most of the time because it combines better.
All right, so we just read this part, and I'm really not excited about this. We have to crumble together the butter and these dry ingredients, which means we have to use our hands.
And by we, she means her.
I guess I drew the short straw. I guess.
Would
All
you
right.
Would you rather flip for it?
It's okay. I'll
Okay.
do it.
So we did find out why we need cold butter. It's so that when it's baking or when you're mixing it together, the butter doesn't melt while you're mixing, and then while it's baking, it can melt and have little pockets of buttery, little flaky
Little flaky
butter
pockets.
pockets.
So then it's not homogenized.
Yes.
So-
this is not communist scones.
I approve.
Next, we have to mix the egg, cream, and milk together, and then we reserve 2 tablespoons in a small bowl for an egg wash. So I will do that.
And I just have to stand here with my hands all nasty.
Now you need to create a well in the center so that I can pour this in.
Do I have to mix it with my hand? Do I have to mix it with my hands again?
Create a well in the middle and pour in the milk mixture and mix until combined. Just do this with hands, right?
I mean, you probably use like a spatula, silicone spatula.
I guess you could have washed your hands then.
Well.
Oh.
Do you get because it's a well?
There's a well in the middle.
Well.
Uh,
Okay. So now that I know I don't have to use my hands, I'm gonna wash my hands.
clean those hands.
Yeah.
What's next?
What is next? Oh, now we have to place the dough on a floured surface and roll out to about 3/4 inch or more thick.
And cut them out with what?
We're using a wine glass. You can use whatever you like.
Yeah.
Whatever. Last time we didn't say that, but for the Empire cookies, we used a Japanese whiskey glass. Because culture. Because America, you know? Yeah.
Is that Japanese?
It's Pinky's out.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fancy.
Right, yeah.
Pinky's out. Yeah, so we're gonna do that now.
Okay. All right, now we egg wash them with our brush.
Okay. Yes, we have a pastry brush. I guess that's what it's called.
I don't know.
Brush it
Brush
on.
thing.
Brush it on like you're making a beautiful
Yes.
painting. Be the Bob Ross of that egg wash. What's next?
They are brushed and ready for the oven.
Nice. Pop them in the oven for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Or until golden.
Okay. Yeah. Messy home is a home that's lived in.
Exactly.
Happy home? I don't remember what the phrase is.
Messy homes.
It's a sign of a happy family.
That's it. That's what it is. One big happy family here.
That's us.
That's us. Yeah, so while the scones
Scones.
are baking, we're gonna frost some Empire cookies.
Yeah.
Make them really look like the Empire.
Like I forgot the thing again.
The Commonwealth.
Yes, the Commonwealth cookies.
Yes. The Queen would be proud.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we don't know yet.
Hopefully.
So there's 2 steps to 3 steps, really.
Yes.
The third one's a surprise. So you gotta frost some of the cookies with jam and some of the cookies with a
Is it frosting if it's jam?
I mean, you gotta jam the cookies.
Gotta jam the cookies.
Jam
Yeah.
those cookies, and then other cookies you frost, and then you stick them together with jam in the middle.
And then you top them off.
You top them off with our special surprise.
Yep.
So let's
do that.
Let's get jamming.
Yes. Now we gotta make the icing.
Yeah. So there were like measurements on the recipe for the sugar, but like it's just sugar. Like they say icing sugar, but confectioner's powdered sugar, whatever you got, whatever language that is. British or American.
That's what we're using.
And then you just pour some in a bowl. You put some water in there.
Boom. Icing.
That's it. So let's just go for it. Just put some of that sugar in the bowl, and then let's get some water and mix it up.
All right. So now we are putting jam on half the cookies, and then we're gonna dip the top half in icing, and then smush it together.
So jam on one, icing on the other, and then
Smush.
And it's okay if some of the bottoms of the cookies look a little bit brown because you're just gonna cover them with jam anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's fine.
mistakes are fine. It's good.
Ours don't look brown though.
No, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're fine. They're
I mean,
perfect.
we're professionals, clearly.
Yes.
All right. So look at these beautiful cookies.
Look at them.
They're beautiful. They would truly make the queen proud. There's one more thing though that you need for Empire cookies,
Yes.
and that is the crown jewels. So technically, what you're supposed to use for the top of these, you're supposed to put a little cherry or a little jelly tot on top.
We don't have jelly tots.
I don't know what jelly tots are. I guess they're like little like dots or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't have those. I mean, we haven't been able to find them. But you know what we do have here in the States?
Gushers.
Fruit gushers.
Gushers.
Fruit gushers. Yeah.
We're gonna put those on top.
Yeah, and they look like little jewels.
They look, yeah.
So it's like you're getting a little jewel.
It's fun.
Yeah, and then you burst it. You see, the brilliance of this is you burst into it, you got layers of flavor.
There's cookie layer, jam layer, cookie layer, icing layer, gusher burst layer.
Exactly. It's just it keeps
Layers
giving
and
you
layers.
It just keeps layering and layering, just like the Commonwealth, I guess.
Sure. Commonwealth has like an onion.
It just like an onion, just like a
Or
pipe tune.
just like an Empire cookie.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like a pipe tune with lots of harmonies that aren't supposed to be there. There's just so many layers.
Yeah.
All right, let's put
Let's do
these
this.
gushers on top.
We've cooked.
We've done the cook.
It is cook.
It has been cook.
And now it is eat.
Now it is eat time. I'm tired.
It's a lot of work.
There's a lot of cook. So, but you gotta tell us about the clotted cream.
Yeah, so made clotted cream to go with the scones. Basically, what you do for that is super easy if you have an Instant Pot. You pour the cream in the Instant Pot, you set it to yogurt, you wait till it beeps, and then once it beeps, you set it to keep warm, and then you leave it on keep warm for 8 hours. And then after it's been 8 hours, you take it out of the pot, you let it cool. Once it's cooled, you put it in the fridge. And then it sits in the fridge for 12 hours. And then you skim the thick bits off the top, put it in a jar, and put that in the fridge, and that's your clotted cream.
There you go.
I didn't get any footage of the skimming part because I thought I ruined it by not putting it in the fridge. So I was like, shit, it's over, it's done. But
It'll be fine. I mean, we'll find out. And if it's not good, we won't tell them.
yeah, it's delicious.
No, it'll be good. It'll be delicious. I'm so excited. Also, we made tea.
Yes.
Because, afternoon tea. It's almost dinner time here, but it's okay. It's fine.
It was supposed to be earlier in the day, and then we watched Big Brother instead.
Yeah, because that's British, right?
Yeah,
British people like Big Brother.
that's what you do on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get together, you watch Big Brother. You have tea and scones.
And Empire biscuits with
Empire
gushers on top.
biscuits. I'm very excited for this, by the way.
Yes, let's do this.
Let's dig in. What are we eating first?
I don't know.
So first, I gotta sip my tea. Oh, yeah. That's very hot. Maybe wait for the tea. Okay.
So we've had a scone before, so maybe we should eat that to get it out of the way.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Okay.
So we have lemon curd and we have clotted cream on these scones. That's a scone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
They're scone like.
I've wanted scones for like a month and now I
Here
got
they
them.
are. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Now for the piece de resistance.
Empire cookie time.
That's good.
It was good. First impressions, yeah.
It's kind of like a Pop-Tart.
It is exactly like a Pop-Tart, actually.
Mhm. It's an overcomplicated Pop-Tart.
But see, the interesting thing is that, like, the cookie isn't really that sweet. It's kind of like a shortbread. I feel like even shortbread is sweeter than this.
Mm-hmm.
But you have the jam and the icing, and that makes it sweet. And it comes in layers.
Layers and layers of flavor.
Okay. I need to try a bite with this gusher on it, because I don't even know what that's going to be like.
I mean, it doesn't fit.
It doesn't work.
No. I wouldn't recommend the gusher.
No, I wouldn't do that again. Yeah. I hope if you're watching this video to like, I mean, people probably are going to just Google a recipe how to do it, but like, if you're watching this video to learn how to make this, don't do gushers.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't fit.
It's not like terrible. I
No.
hate it. It doesn't work.
It doesn't blend.
Mhm.
It doesn't homogenize. It doesn't homogenize with everything else. Like, this is the rest of the stuff works well together. And
Like, picture putting a gusher on a strawberry Pop-Tart.
yeah, that's not what you want. I mean,
Maybe it is what you want. It's not what I want.
I'm not going to judge you. Like, this is America. You can do what you want.
That's the whole point of this episode.
But, needless to say, the queen would not be proud.
We have disappointed the queen.
We're sorry. We thought we had a cool thing going with like, oh, let's put our own American twist on this.
It was a mistake.
No, it was a mistake. But we can eat the gushers separately.
Yes.
I'm a fan of gushers.
I think they're good.
Just not on top of these cookies.
No. I think it's the icing that makes... Or, I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't fit.
I don't know.
It just doesn't fit.
It could be a texture thing.
Yeah. What do you think? Are these cookies worth all the work? Would you make them again?
Probably not. Well, I might make them again with a different filling. Because we use raspberry jam and like it's good. But like you said, it just doesn't feel special.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm eating something that took me like 3 hours to make.
It's been so long cooking, and it's just okay.
Yeah, and my kitchen's a mess. I mean, look at, if you're watching the video, you can see clearly what a huge mess it is, and all those dishes, and yeah, I don't know. Would you make it again?
I have to really be in the mood to overcomplicate a Pop-Tart. I keep making that comparison. If I wanted something like this cookie, I would go out and I would buy a strawberry Pop-Tart. We should get some and compare it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if you got these from like a really fancy bakery, they'd probably be really good, but
would I make them? No. Would I buy them? Yes.
probably, yeah. Plus, I would like to see what they taste like with like a little cherry on top or something, because they did say that's an option too.
Yeah.
But you know, us Americans, so stubborn.
Scones, on the other hand, I
The
would make
scones.
again.
Yes, 10 out of 10. Well,
We're gonna enjoy our snacks and tea. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you enjoyed this show, then support us on Patreon for exclusive content as well as the video of us recording this. We'll have special exercises we'll be writing as well as tips and tricks with tenor drumming and other instruments to come. Subscribe to us on YouTube for some tenor tutorials and possibly other tutorials later on. And like us on Facebook at Podband Pipecast.